Well, happy Wednesday, everyone. It is going to be a day of change where we see increasing clouds going throughout the day as the outer bands of Elsa get a little bit closer to us. That means rainfall later this afternoon, tonight, and tomorrow. And now winds are looking like they're going to pick up for part of the area as this system has trended a little bit more westward. So remember, we're talking about, little changes here mean pretty big changes for us as it gets a little bit closer. And that's what we are seeing. But let's take a look. Tropical storm Elsa expected to make landfall along the northern Florida coast later this morning. Then once it makes landfall, it's going to weaken, meaning it's going to get a little bit smaller. So it's going to get a lot faster. So that's one thing we have working for us is it's going to kind of plow through our area very quickly. But you could see trending, say 20-30 miles a bit more westward as it moves into South Carolina tomorrow morning. So what does that mean for us? That means some rainfall totals for our eastern counties have gone up and our winds will be a tad stronger in those same counties. Right now you can see clouds increasing. We've got plumes of moisture, just kind of pieces of energy being flung off the outer bands of that system. So places like Alabama, Georgia picking up on some light rainfall. We might have a couple sprinkles earlier today, but most of the rain for us comes again later this afternoon and tonight. Now for the coast, Myrtle Beach, Charleston, Savannah under a low risk for severe weather today. And then that continues to move to the north into North Carolina for tomorrow with strong winds being the main concern. Our coastal region will be on the east side of this storm. So that's where the stronger winds will be and an isolated tornado or two cannot be ruled out. Will there be localized flooding? Yeah, of course. There's going to get a couple inches of rainfall in a short amount of time, but because this system is moving so quickly, I'm not expecting it to be a widespread event. So let's take a look. 4 o'clock today, we've got some rainfall across basically the upstate. Then some of that moves into the mountains later tonight. Notice by midnight or so, this is crossing from Georgia into Florida, and it will be here early tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning's commute is going to be a wet one across the upstate and the mountains. But look how quickly it's out of here. It's here Thursday morning. It's almost in Virginia Thursday night. So again, a pretty fast moving system. And then as we go into the weekend, well, we've still got a lot of tropical moisture that's just going to kind of hang out. So things remain unsettled, giving us the chance for some afternoon showers and thunderstorms almost every day this weekend into the early part of next week. So let's take a look at some of these wind gusts here. As we go into tomorrow morning, you can see now these are not sustained winds, right? We're just going to have wind gusts kind of pick up at 30, 35 miles per hour as we go into tomorrow morning. But notice that quickly shifts as we go into mid-morning and early afternoon. It's going to follow Elsa right out of here. So as we go into, late Thursday afternoon, that should be out of here. The latest projected rainfall totals. This is what's changed a bit. You can see in Union, it's gone up to about 2 inches of rain. The same for Gaffney, 3 inches of rain in Lawrence. So you can see it's trending a bit wetter as it moves a little bit closer. Not a lot of change for Greenville or Asheville at this time, but you can see where Columbia was the bullseye. A lot of that red, some of that heavier rainfall impacting the Midlands will move a little bit more westward. And then on the east side of all of this, which would be our beaches, of course, pick up on the strongest winds. So here you go. Tropical impacts today and tomorrow. A fast moving system, but we will get some gusty winds and rainfall out of it. And then it moves out of here. We remain unsettled. We're going to be hot and muggy all weekend and into the early part of the week for the mountains and the upstate as well.